Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to speak about Tobey Maguire because it has been reported that Tobey Maguire is going to be returning as Spider-Man in Avengers Doomsday. And let me tell you guys one thing. If you guys are going to tell me that we're going to have our childhood superhero from 2000 through 2007, right? Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and he's going to be in Avengers Doomsday, sign me up. I want to be there. I think that this brings me personally more excitement than when compared to, I would just say, Hugh Jackman Wolverine, right? I know that Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is very well known by the people around my age, between the ages like 21, 22, 23, 24, and all the way up until like 35 years old. I know that everybody wanted to see him return in Deadpool 3, but I think that if you say that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man will be returning for a Avengers movie, that is a whole new level of hype. I know that this may seem like this is just pure fan service, pure just Marvel trying to like cheapen everything so they can just get as many butts onto the seats and whatever, like a lazy way of trying to make money. But I think that there is a very important reason on why Kevin Feige and the Russo brothers are going to be including Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man into the plot of Avengers Doomsday, which is going to be the main reason why I even want to talk about this, right? Because it's a very big deal. And this source and like whoever like reported this story does come from Daniel Rigman, somebody who does like to report his news on a Patreon. Apparently, like his accuracy rate when it comes to him reporting news, it's like 78 to 80%. So maybe we can just take this, maybe you can personally take this with a grain of salt, but I'm gonna believe this because there has been also a lot of evidence on Tobey Maguire appearing in Doomsday, because he was spotted in London back on September 2025, so about 4 or 5 months ago, and that was around the time when Spider-Man Brand New Day and Avengers Doomsday were shooting back to back in the UK. Like they were all there in the same time, and Tobey Maguire was there as well. Could that also mean that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man might be included in Spider-Man 4? I don't think so. I think that he was only there for Avengers Doomsday. There has also been some leaks and pictures of Tobey Maguire like in makeup, like him being scarred like around his eye. I don't know if that's like 100% legit. I don't know if that's 100% fake. All I know is that there has been a lot of evidence, a lot of things coming out, and I think that we should just generate this conclusion that Tobey Maguire will be there. And I honestly think that not only is he going to be there, but it's not going to be a cameo. It's going to simply be like a 5 to 10 minute, maybe even 15-minute run of Tobey Maguire being in this movie, maybe more. I don't know, but maybe more, but enough in order for us to understand that yes, Tobey Maguire is going to be a definitive part to this film. So it's not going to be a 2-minute cameo. I think that what's most likely going to happen with this character and how the Russo brothers are going to use him is they're going to use him in the beginning of the movie. That is my speculation. I could be 100% wrong, but they're going to use him in the beginning of the movie, and they're going to show us that Tobey Maguire's universe is collapsing, that it is going through an incursion, that it is getting eliminated. And I think that that's going to be a great way to show to the audience what are the circumstances here, what's at stake here. And what better way to do that but to use a character that we all know, right? Before my generation, after my generation, that we all know, and seeing that character's universe collapse. Then we'll have a better understanding from the beginning of the movie what's going on. Like, what are the ramifications? Oh my God, universes are collapsing. Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man's universe has been collapsed, is gone. And who is the one savior? Who is the one character that would like to fix all of these incursions? You guys know this. It is Doctor Doom. And here's the thing. That's really going to put us in a situation where when we're like, oh my God, like we want Tobey Maguire's universe to be saved. Like what's going on? Like how is it going to be collapsing? The family went to dust or whatever's going to happen, right? They're just going to disappear. Doctor Doom can save this situation. But at the same time, he's Doctor Doom. He's a villain. He's the main villain of the Avenger run that we're going to be having between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. So it puts us in a very like tense situation. We're like, oh my God, like yes, Doctor Doom is the only one that can save this situation and stop the incursions from happening. And we also don't want Doctor Doom to do it himself, right? He is the villain. He's going to have a certain agenda against the Avengers. And not just that, but there's also been a lot of reports that we will be talking about in a different video on Doctor Doom having a revenge quest because of the incursions, but having a revenge quest against some Avenger characters. And most likely it is going to be Captain America, Steve Rogers Captain America, because apparently it has been reported that Steve Rogers Captain America, when he was going back through different timelines and putting the stones where they should be, Steve Rogers Captain America also caused an incursion that did lead towards Doctor Doom's family getting killed for some reason. We'll talk about that in a whole other separate video, but yeah, he's gonna be on a revenge quest. He's gonna want to fix the incursions clearly, right? He is one of the people that wants to fix it, right? He's not somebody that causes the incursions, but wants to fix it, but in his own way. So this really does establish that no one is safe early in the movie. It puts the stakes extremely high. And I do think that this also does align with other previous reports that we heard about how Loki, right? Loki, who is now the whatever you call it, the god of timelines or something crazy like that. He's gonna be assembling his own multiversal team, right? He's gonna Avengers team, right? Multiversal Avengers team, where he's gonna be grabbing superheroes from different universes, putting them into one team, and to go on and attack Doctor Doom. Right, that is what Loki's going to do with the TVA, because the TVA, first of all, do have a lot of pull power in terms of what universe they can enter, who can they bring in, who can they bring out. That's most likely what's going to happen, and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man will be part of that multiversal Avengers team. We could see other characters. Maybe it could be Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. It could be also Deadpool, and that is how we're going to get that reunion, right? Not reunion, because it never really happened in the first place, but that is how we're going to get that duo between Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and share the same screen finally after waiting so many years. That is how I believe Kevin Feige is going to pull this off in Doomsday, and they're going to show us this extremely early. And I think that that's going to be amazing. A lot of us didn't expect for Hugh Jackman's Wolverine to meet Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man in Secret Wars, but I think that that is going to be the multiversal Avengers team. It's going to happen in Doomsday. That is going to be the plot. And we're going to see a lot of different Avengers teams get assembled. We got the multiversal Avengers team. We have the, you could call it Captain America's, Sam's Captain America's team. And then you have Thunderbolts, aka the new Avengers team. And you have all of these other different Avengers teams. We'll see all of them get assembled, but only to find out that they all need to unify into one and to really try to stop the threat of Doctor Doom. Also, you have the Fantastic Four. You have a lot of teams that will be formed in the end. And I think that one of the leads, it is of course going to be Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, who is the most seasoned, who is one of the veterans, and it's going to be amazing to see. I don't know what Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is going to have against Doctor Doom, like in terms of like 1v1, that battle. I don't know what he's going to do, but it should be very, very interesting. And there has also been like some rumors about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man dying early in the film to like really raise the stakes and to make people feel like that nobody is safe. But I don't think that's gonna happen. How are you gonna bring in a legendary character like him and then just kill him off early? That will piss off so many fans. I think the Russo brothers, they know what they're doing. They know that they want to make this character the front lead. A lot of people are gonna be asking, okay, there's so much talk about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. The fact that he's going to feature in Doomsday. What about our real Spider-Man? The Spider-Man that we know, the one that is going to get a new trilogy within the next 5 to 6 years, which is Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Like, why is he not playing a definitive part in Avengers Doomsday? And I think the main reason why we're not really going to see him is because of just simply the story. I think that Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and we're going to see it in Brand New Day, he does want to be very separated from everybody else, and he's playing alone, right? He does not want to be with anybody else. I think that he is going to be a character that will show that he's dealing with personal issues, that he does not want to be with anybody. Maybe he feels miserable, he feels guilt, he feels outcasted, he's hiding his identity because no one knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, hence the reason why he's not even filming for Doomsday. He's filming for Brand New Day. Right, he'll play a big part in Secret Wars, but for Doomsday, it's all going to be about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. And I think that in Secret Wars, that is where we're going to get like the reunion of Tom Holland's Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. They're going to see each other again ever since the events in No Way Home, and it's going to be amazing. We're probably also going to see Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, and then them going after and attacking aliens in a great climatic battle, which is a reference to the No Way Home film, where they were saying like, yeah, oh, you fought an alien, oh, you went to space, oh, you fought a purple guy, like all of that. You guys already know where that all of that is going to go by the time we head towards Secret Wars, and maybe they might even include Miles Morales' Spider-Man, which once again is going to be amazing to see on the big screen. So like I have said, if you're bringing in Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and you're gonna present him in Doomsday, because I honestly thought that it wasn't gonna happen until Secret Wars, sign me the freak up, bro. Put that in the first 10 minutes. I know for a fact two things are gonna happen if they're really gonna include him in Doomsday. Point number one, his universe will collapse, Loki will save him. And point number two, they're gonna have that ultimate scene where Hugh Jackman's Wolverine will meet Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and maybe inside the TVA or something crazy like that. Sign me up, dude. I will be there. I will if you show that in the trailer that's going to be coming out on December 16th, right before the Avatar, whatever that movie is called, Avatar 3, I'm going to watch it like 10 times and I'm going to buy the opening when the premiere happens for Doomsday. I will be there. I'll be the first in line just to see my hero, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I cannot wait. But that is going to be the latest updates in regards to Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. There is a lot of plans that the Russo brothers do have with him. Also, because we are speaking about Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, there's also been a lot of references about the Green Goblin and Dr. Octopus. A lot of people have been speculating that could we see the return of William Dafoe's Green Goblin, or could we see Alfred Molina's Dr. Octopus return? Like, is that what it means? Like, could we see these characters return as well? I don't think that's going to be the plan. The Marvel does not want to touch that whatsoever. They did their time already in No Way Home. What Marvel and the MCU want to do is to bring in a brand new Green Goblin and a brand new Dr. Octopus, Dr. Octavius, right? With a fresh new beginning, a new sense of swag, a new sense of aura. They're not going to try and repeat whatever William Dafoe did or Alfred Molina. That's not going to happen. They want to bring in brand new characters with a brand new sense of style. And I think that if they are going to do this, it's not going to happen until like maybe Spider-Man 5. It's not going to happen in Spider-Man 4, nor in Doomsday, nor in Secret Wars. It is going to be a time and place that would happen after Secret Wars and for a Spider-Man movie. There has already been a lot of characters that has been presented out there onto social media. Like there's the Punisher for Spider-Man 4, the Punisher. There's Ned Leeds is also going to be returning to MJ. There's a lot of characters, right? I would not even be surprised if Daredevil shows up, but there's a lot of characters. There is no room at all to have Dr. Octopus and the Green Goblin show up in Spider-Man 4. So like I've said, it's most likely going to be happening in Spider-Man 5 or maybe even in Spider-Man 6. But clearly the MCU do have plans with these two characters. They're one of the most popular villains that Spider-Man do have. And I expect big things to happen. However, I do see a plot, I would just say obstacle here, because here's the thing. Tom Holland's Spider-Man already knows about Dr. Octavius and he knows about the Green Goblin. Like he knows these characters' fate, like who they're going to become in the long run, right? So, like they become Dr. Octopus, they become the Green Goblin. It wouldn't make any sense for Tom Holland to be like looking at the professors, because they are like professors and scientists, before they even become like those villains, right? It's not gonna make no sense if he talks to them and he's like, oh hi, whatever, whatever, and then like he does nothing about it. Like he's gonna know their fate. He's gonna know what they're gonna become in the end. Spider-Man would have a say on like stopping that from ever happening. So how do we even get to that point where they become villains in the first place? Because he's already met them. He already met them in No Way Home, and he knows what's gonna happen. So like, how is it going to happen again? And how is he going to let it happen again in Spider-Man 5 or 6? So something to really think about, but that is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.